Thanks for joining me on Life and Surround. Today, I would like to take a few minutes to bring your attention to a surround and immersive Blu-ray audio release that is pretty fresh. It was released in May of last year. Feathers and Bones by Rodriguez Jr., otherwise known as Olivier Matteau, a producer and artist. This album can safely be described as calling from the house and techno genres. This particular album has rather a 90s aesthetic, and that could be due to the constraints for hardware for this recording. Mr. Matteau's equipment had been shipped from Europe to Florida, and much of it had been damaged, and this album was made with the pieces of his gear that were available at the time. Feathers and Bones, named for two key elements of the music here. You have foundational, heavy beats being the bones of the music, and ethereal and dreamy melodies and synth washes being the feathers of the material. This album features just about 50-50 vocal versus instrumental tracks. And though I tend to actually favor the instrumental offerings here, my favorite song from the collection is a vocal track being Amplify. If you're into this sort of music, this album offers quite a bit of variety, in my opinion. I recently read an interview where Mr. Matteau rejects the label electronic music, stating that, given 2023 when this was released, most music being recorded in digital audio workstations and then distributed via the internet, he considers all music to be electronic, but that this music is organic since it originated in his mind, in his brain, an organic substance. This Blu-ray is available at the Pure Audio Recording site. I will give a link below. It features high-res lossless stereo, 5.1, and Atmos options. 5.1 dedicated mix for those of you without Atmos systems. And also on the Pure Audio Recording site, you can watch a trailer for the album. That could be a good way to audition whether you just simply like this music. It's also available on the typical streaming outlets, including in spatial audio on Apple Music. So you can even audition the immersive mix. So you don't have to take my word for it that this Atmos mix is one that will show off your system. It has very discrete sounds that often ping pong or pinball around the room. It has active panning where parts actually move around. They're not just panned discreetly somewhere, but they actually change their panning location while they're playing. This recording definitely has a lot of immersive wow factor. So if you are looking for a Blu-ray audio that can show off your system, a lot like Kraftwerk Numbers, otherwise known as Catalog, or Yellow Point, it's one of those. We have a standalone Blu-ray available for under 40 euros shipped to the US. I'm not sure about Europe and other locations. This Dolby Atmos mix was done by Eric Horstmann from Immersive Lab, the mastering being done by Kondren of Calyx Mastering. I get super excited for standalone Blu-rays that offer really great mixes of really cool music. And in my opinion, this disc qualifies. So I'm very excited to bring it to your attention. I hope that among all the viewers here, we can sell this Blu-ray out. It's still available, so I'm excited to bring it to your attention, but I would also like to see it sell out. So if you are so inclined, please do look into this album. Like I said, you can audition it in stereo. You can even audition it in streaming Atmos. Decide if this is a release that you want to support, and then I encourage you to go for it. I would love to see titles like this sell out so that we as a surround and immersive music loving community will continue to be offered excellent choices. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate any support for this channel. I appreciate any support that you wish to throw the way of Rodriguez Jr., Olivier Matteau. I'm fond of Feathers and Bones musically, and I believe it has received an appropriate and actually demonstration-worthy Atmos mix. Lossless Blu-ray, you get to own it, you're not renting it. So this is the kind of thing I really get excited about, a standalone Blu-ray with streaming option. So there's just a lot of opportunity for a very great number of us to enjoy this together without even breaking the bank. So I appreciate you watching. If you like what I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave comments, share videos, go back and watch older videos. Check out my eBay store for a hat or shirts. I'll be adding to it. But every bit of your support helps the health of this channel, whether you check out the artists I talk about, whether you support these videos in some direct way with a like or subscription or comment. And one of the very important purposes of this channel is to boost the health of the surround and immersive music industries, and so that we all might find it possible and enjoyable to live life in surround.